All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for yet another chapter of Sakamoto Days. And it looks like we're going to be diving into, well, if the last chapter was any indicator, we're going to be diving into the history of Sakamoto and Shin from back in the day. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Yo, peoples! Qushu 92 here, and welcome back to Sakamoto Days. That wanted to sneak up on me. We are finally out. We are finally at a break, and now we get to see what happens when Sakamoto was telling Shin he knows what type of person he is. We opened up to a flashback where Sakamoto, who's 19, is speaking to Shin, who's like, what, 16? No. He's speaking to a young Shin who's... Hold on, let me go back. Let me go back to the previous chapter, chapter 195, just to see their age. There it is. Shin, 13. Sakamoto, 19. So now we get to see what happens in that backstory so we can know what type of person Shin actually is. And we open with like a color page where it shows Sakamoto in his usual business attire back then, and Shin, who has been roughly messed up by the dudes that want to kill him in this same group. Days 196, first encounter. And we have Shishiba, we have Nagumo, Sakamoto with his trademark pen. This is literally on the same level as John using a pencil. John Wick using a pencil. For Sakamoto, it's pens. And then Shin with that same glove that he uses to do his, ESP punches. But yeah, days 196, first encounter. And he starts to get questioned by these same dudes in this room that, are holding them there and preparing to kill him. Answer me, you snot-nosed brat. What were you doing sneaking around here? Enough. Let's just ice him and be done with it. And Sakamoto is quiet because Shin told him to help him. He was like, just what are you standing there? Just help me get out of here.
It's been 4 years since I escaped the lab. Just when I finally found a trail on him. There's no way I'm gonna die here.
Kid clammed up, scared of the gun.
How do I get out of this? Whatever, dude. So all you assassins have some kind of weapon, huh?
Well, duh. I carry a Glock 17. I fight with just a knife. I'm a stun gun guy myself. And Shin is reading all of their thoughts to know exactly what type of weapon they have.
Him.
Come to think of it, I don't have a weapon on me today. And this is Sakamoto saying, like, come to think of it, I don't have a weapon. I need to get his voice right.
Him.
Come to think of it, I don't have a weapon on me today. Ah, there it is. There's that basal tone that I wanted. Come to think of it, I don't have a weapon on me today. And then Shin rushes past all these guys just to get to Sakamoto, and he holds a knife to his throat. Huh? My knife! What are you doing, you noob?
Gee, thanks. A moron with no weapon. Go figure.
Shin, at this time, did not realize that Sakamoto doesn't need a weapon. He is the weapon.
Don't even try and resist. I can read exactly what you're...
And before he does anything, Sakamoto flips his head around, takes the knife in his hands, and also stabs it. It kind of looks like it stabs directly into his neck. He just turns the knife on Shin and pulls his hair directly into his own knife, just in one smooth motion. And Shin just gets knocked unconscious. Either he faints or he's pretending to be knocked out. No. Oh, this manga got me again. Made me think that Sakamoto stabbed him in the neck, but that's literally just what Sakamoto was thinking of doing. This was the first time he saw Sakamoto kill him in his mind because he immediately saw what Sakamoto was going to do to him. And he just faints from knowing that he could have died in that instance. Huh? I didn't even do anything. What did the noob just pull?
I didn't catch it.
I'll dispose of him. Lend me a body bag. And Sakamoto picks up Shin and just walks out the door. There's something fishy about that new guy. There's something fishy about that new guy. Never mind. When a guy's that tough, you don't question him. And then we get Nagumo and Shishiba. Yo, Sakamoto, how's it going? I infiltrated the group. Didn't get in a fight, did ya? Nope. Did you know Shishiba hates onions? I snuck some, what is it? What do you say? Chalapin? I snuck some chalipin sauce in his food and he spat it right out. You ever pull that again, you'll seriously dead meat. If that's it, I'm hanging up. Mr. Yotsumura says to confirm your mission. Target's a former JAA member. He's guilty of leaking classified information. He's hiding somewhere in this city. Find him and ice him, right? I'll start by hitting up the regular shady groups. Sounds good. Don't be too obvious. And that's when Shin wakes up inside of the body bag that Sakamoto carried him out in.
Huh? Ah, wait. Wasn't I? Huh? I'm not dead! Yikes! You're the guy who...
Hey. Why did you target me back there?
Because you didn't have a weapon.
How'd you know?
Huh. I can read minds, including what you're thinking right now.
And Sakamoto's just looking at him, and Shin's trying to read his mind because he's getting memories of when the people at the lab were looking at him weird, and strangely, just because he could read minds. And they're going, oh, he could read minds?
How creepy, how freaky and creepy. Here's the part where you freak out, jerkface.
Oh, huh. And in his mind, Sakamoto just goes, oh. He does not care.
What's with this guy? He's not freaked out by having his mind read?
Well, anyway, you made a good choice. Now scram.
Shut up! You're just a dirty assassin! You can't boss me around!
Go to the cops. They'll take care of you. Kids like you don't last long in these circles.
Shut up! I'm looking for someone! I've been searching all alone for years!
Is that so? And mind you, Sakamoto isn't even directly looking at him. Is that so? Well, I hope you find them.
Ever since I was 6, I almost died lots of times!
Oh, yeah? And mind you, Sakamoto's he's not looking. He's not even looking at Shin. He's like, Shin is trying to get his attention, but Sakamoto really does not care at all.
What's with this guy? I can't get his attention, no matter how hard I try. It's so annoying!
And then we see Sakamoto, who's on a rooftop, mind you. They're both on a rooftop right now, and they look down and they see like a black car pull up in front of the group that they just got away from.
What is it? Are they your target?
You're still here? Get lost already. And then Shin just smiles to himself.
Hey, morons! Over here!
And that's when the jerk. Oh, this Shin was a jerk. Because he calls attention to Sakamoto watching them. An enemy? What gang are they from? Kill them! And Sakamoto's all like... And then Shin just runs off and jumps off the other side of the building going...
Good luck!
There he is! Kill him! Oh, come on. And then Shin is running, and he's laughing to himself, but then the laughing subsides as he just thinks to himself as he pulls a sheet of paper out of his pocket. And there's a whole bunch of files.
The files I found in the lab. 13 years ago, a man named Tatsuku
Tasuku, not Tatsuku, but
A man called Tasuku Ando left me at the lab as a baby and disappeared. Tasuku Ando? Is he my father?
and he's just thinking. And then he sees like a father with his 2 sons walking past him.
It's okay. The reason nobody accepts me is because we're not connected by blood. If I found my real father, I bet he'd...
Hey. And someone just appears directly in front of Shin. Hey. You were with that guy with the glasses. And this guy with disheveled hair and a messy shirt pulls out a gun and he goes, You were with that guy with the glasses.
Crap!
Why don't you come with us back to the office? And he definitely looks upset because an anger vein appears directly under his eye. Then Sakamoto falls directly behind the both of them and crushes a car just underneath him. He just crushes a car. He just crushes a car. Get down. And then Shin reads his mind and he gets down as these dudes get taken out. One with a license plate and the other dude gets hit in the face with a tire. The tire hits this guy's head so hard that the rim itself bends around this guy's face. Y'all don't understand just how durable rims are. They take a lot of force for them to be destroyed. But he gets hit in the face by this tire, and the rim just bends around his face from the sheer force. But the other guy, nah, he did. That's a license plate in the skull. In the skull. He threw a license plate and sliced this guy's head straight open. Guess you really can read minds.
Whoa, this guy's tough. What if I was lying? I'd also be dead.
And then Sakamoto takes his jacket off. Yeah, he takes his jacket off and he wraps it around his hand, which also has his gun on it. I'm with the JAA on a mission to ice a certain man. You try to cover for him and I'll kill you. The JAA's got a direct target? Who is it? And Sakamoto's silent, and then he goes, Do you know Tasuku Ando, the former JAA researcher? The person Shin is looking for is also the same person Sakamoto is looking for. I had a feeling that was going to be the case.
That's my dad's name.
Never heard of him. Let's see if I can jog your memory.
Wait! He really doesn't know.
And Sakamoto looks at him.
If I stick with this assassin, I'll find my dad. Hey, I have an idea. Take me with you on your mission. I'll help you find your target. I'll use this guy.
And that's the end of the chapter. So, Shin and Sakamoto are after the same person. Sakamoto is after this person because they were leaking sensitive information about the JAA. Shin's trying to find him to see if that's actually his father. Oh no. This is gonna end poorly, isn't it? Also, first interaction with Sakamoto, and we see the first instance of Shin seeing Sakamoto kill him, but it doesn't actually happen. Because I find it funny how out of every single person in that room, the ones he read all the minds of, he read the minds of one dude that has like a Glock 17 and a knife and a stun baton, but he sees Sakamoto and doesn't think anything is anything. He doesn't think anything is wrong with the fact that he doesn't have a weapon at all. And as soon as he tries to rush Sakamoto, he immediately gets the thought of Sakamoto instantly killing him, and he faints. This is our first instance of Sakamoto's mental killings of Shin, or Sakamoto's mental killings of just people in general. But now we know that Sakamoto has been infiltrating these different groups all over in order to find Tasuku Ando, who is a person that apparently left Shin on the doorstep of the lab when he was a baby. And then, of course, we know a little bit more about Shin's upbringing inside the lab when we learned how he got his ESP and whatnot. But this is also a dude that's leaking information, and Sakamoto's trying to find him. So even though Shin's being a little jerk, like trying to bring attention to Sakamoto because it's making his job hard, I mean, he almost gets killed himself if it wasn't for Sakamoto coming in and taking out the other two assassins. One, he just kills with a license plate. Because remember, this is Sakamoto before he met Aoi. This is Sakamoto before he found his Helen, if you will. And where he would give up his life of being an assassin. This is him beforehand. So expect people to die. Expect people to die. So he takes them both out. One dude still survives, though I don't know how you don't have a concussion when you have an entire car tire, an entire tire thrown at your head with such force that the rim bends around your face. I don't know how you're still conscious after that. If I got hit in the head with something that is also part metal and the metal part bends around my face just from the sheer force of the blow, no, I'd be gone. I'd be out of it. You ain't even got to say nothing to me. I'd be gone. So, dude doesn't know anything, but Shin sees this as a perfect opportunity for him to tag along with Sakamoto to find his father. But Shin was not exactly conscious to hear the part where Sakamoto intends to kill him. He just knows that he's looking for him. So, honestly, I feel like when they do eventually find Tasuku Ando, Shin will probably put up a fight because, like, this is my father, I don't know anything about him. But then again, we don't know to what extent what relationship this Tasuku Ando person has to Shin at all. So it remains to be seen. But overall, I like this first chapter of Sakamoto Days in the year 2025. We're probably going to be in this backstory for a hot minute. Probably as long as we were in the backstory with Uzuki, Sakamoto, and Nagamo and Ryo Nakao. Like during the time when they were escorting the JAA chairman's wife and daughter. I feel like we may be in this flashback during that extent. Then we cut back to the present where Sakamoto's still trying to save Tenkyu's life. And then find out what's happening on the top floor because Heisuke is still defending himself from Torres, who's trying to take Atari. So, a lot of things going on that's in the present, but I feel like we may stay in this flashback for just like a little bit because we still got to go through the whole thing of Shin getting to know Sakamoto and how they become friends and close acquaintances, who they are as a person, because this is really Shin's backstory. Mind you, Sakamoto is in it, but this is Shin's backstory as well as to the type of person Sakamoto knows he is, which is also the reason why he doesn't want Shin to try and kill Tenkyu in the present day, simply because of what we're about to learn in the backstory. So overall, I am looking forward to seeing where the story of Sakamoto Days goes, and how long this flashback is going to be, and what's going to happen when Tasuku Ando finally gets found, and the two people that want to find him both have different ideas of how to deal with him. One person wants to find him for questions. The other wants to find him to kill him. So I feel like there's going to be some opposition, but due to the fact that Shin is grossly outmatched by Sakamoto, it probably won't end how Shin may think it will. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it in the next chapter. Just like One Piece before it, before my reaction today, we're going on break all the way until the 19th of January. Yeah, the 19th of January is when the next chapter of Sakamoto Days is supposed to be dropping. So I'm looking forward to the next reaction then. But all I can say to you, everybody, is hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. we're already starting off on a very interesting note with Sakamoto and Shin and their first interactions. But yes, overall, I enjoyed this chapter, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples!